Payton, I'm wondering, when you get the ball for the first time and you are ahead already against a team like this, knowing what their offense was capable of because of that return, how much just it helps the mindset, puts you at ease, all those sort of things, the effect of it?
Yeah, it's great when you look up at the scoreboard and it's 7-0 and you haven't been on the field yet, you know. That's a credit to our special teams unit. We worked hard all this week, I know, and Coach Ellis has our guys working hard on special teams. Good return by this guy. Like I said last week, I've seen that a few times, so that was fun. You know, good blocking out there, and it's big to be able to step on the field and you're already up.
When did you know he might be gone?
Honestly, well, Ken Walker is standing next to me. He said before the ball was snapped, he's going to return this, so he called it. I'll give him credit there. But, you know, when he booted it pretty far, and it was the classic outkicked his coverage, and, you know, it was too much space for a return man like that. So, you know, he made the first guy miss. Our guys did a good job with no blocks in the back or anything like that, and then we had a few key blocks, and it was great.
Jayden, you mentioned that when you just walked in, you said it felt like deja vu. So does it feel that way for you? How so? And even though it's a little bit different than, you know, closing the game with a punt return for a touchdown than opening it with it.
Yeah, no doubt. I was just saying, because, you know, kind of last week we were up here, so it kind of felt like deja vu again, like a repeat. So, yeah, it was kind of cool returning for the first play instead of like the end of the game. Pretty cool to get in his zone early, so that was good.
This is for both you guys. Obviously, we weren't happy with the offensive performance in the second half last week. You know, what was the attitude for you guys coming out there, and how important was it for you to finish drives with touchdowns, which was obviously what they didn't do because they settled for field goals, and that was the difference early.
I thought that. You know, coming out this week, we felt like we had a little something to prove, you know. After last week, didn't think that we played well. I didn't think that I played very well last week. You know, we played really well in the first half. We were executing well. Offensive line was doing their job. They were playing physical football. You know, wish we would have played better in the second half. I thought we were moving the ball, but, you know, got to finish in the red zone better in the second half, so we're not satisfied with that. So there'll be stuff that we can learn still from this game, and we'll watch the film and get back to it. But, yeah, I thought there was a lot of positives tonight as well.
Yeah, kind of going off what Payton said, I definitely believe we could have did a much better job in the second half with getting points on the board. You know, we got in the red zone a few times and then convert with points, with touchdowns. So, like we said, watch the film, reevaluate everything, and attack Monday.
Jayden, when you get a big return like that, how much of it can you plan when you're back there? Are you thinking, okay, I'm going to fake right and go left and then come back with the wall, or is it all just ad lib as the ball's in the air?
I'm usually pretty calm when I'm back there. You know, I usually stay poised. I actually love when kickers like outkick their coverage because that leaves a lot more space for me to make a move. I see one guy coming. He was running a little too fast, so I just stuck my foot in the ground and, you know, got around him and then found a lane. And my unit made great blocks for me, so I just followed the blocks and everything else took care of itself.
Payton, we obviously know about your simpatico and your connection with Jayden, but tonight it just looked like you wanted to get a little more on board with Jaylen. I don't know, you know, if the coverage on Jayden was stricter, but it just seems like you had a little more of a look for Jaylen tonight.
Yeah, it was really just going off of coverage, different matchups. You know, we have some plays where you're reading matchups, and you know, he's a really good receiver. He's a great route runner. He's got good hands, and it's nice to have him and Jaylen on the outside together and to be able to choose on sides like that. So I thought he played well tonight, and it was good to give him the ball, you know, and get that rolling a little bit.
Xavier Henderson said earlier this week that the offensive line was very vocal during practice. What did you see from them during practice, and how do you think they played tonight as a unit?
They're called the juice squad. I mean, they usually always bring the most juice. You know, we get in the huddle, they make the most noise, they bring the most energy. So as always, I think that's every week for them, honestly. They always bring energy, and they always attacking guys and make sure we are doing what we're supposed to do. So.
Yeah, I say there was a sense of urgency this week. There's a sense of urgency every week. It wasn't really that big of a change for our offensive line. Excuse me. But, you know, they're holding each other accountable right now, and sometimes that doesn't always look super nice. And so if a guy doesn't do something right in practice, he's going to know about it. And, you know, I think that's been very good for us. And, you know, they're working hard right now.
Payton, back to that thought, on Tuesday, Mel Tucker came in here and he was breathing fire to us about the need to continue to be relentless, to not let up. I'm sure he was talking to you guys more than he was to us. How much did he make that message clear in your talks this week about not overlooking anybody?
Yeah, he was clear with that. You know, we knew we were coming to play a good team. I really believe that they're a very good team. I think they're going to do great things the rest of the year. Their offense, you know, they throw the ball a ton. They throw for a lot of yards. And, you know, their defense was good. They got good players. So, you know, we definitely were not overlooking anybody this week. You know, Coach Tucker, there's a, you know, certain sense of, I say urgency again, but there really is all the time, every week with him. And so, you know, nothing really changed for him this week, honestly, in his approach to the week. So, you know, nothing really changed for us either. So we were definitely geared in and ready to go this week.
Yeah, Jayden, I was just kind of curious, just your place in this team right now, just, you know, the opportunity to be a playmaker on offense and special teams as someone who transferred and then, you know, had to wait out. I mean, how is this kind of matching up with everything you worked for and kind of hope that this would be eventually?
I would just say it's all a blessing. I have trust in God. I have patience. I trust the process. And I believe everything happened for a reason. So, you know, I had to wait my turn. And that's what I did. So did this guy. And everything happened for a reason. You know, we waited our turn and we worked for it. So, you know, it's not a coincidence, but success leaves clues. And that's what I think is going on.
One final one in the back.
Jayden, I'm just curious. It seems like whenever you catch a ball on a punt return, the crowd gets a little louder the second you catch it. Do you hear that when you're running the ball?
It's kind of tough. I mean, I kind of like block out the noise. It's kind of weird, but I definitely hear it. I definitely hear it for sure. Spartan Nation is very loud. I definitely can't miss that. So, yeah, I did hear, like, as soon as I caught it, I made the cut. I heard the crowd roar. So, you know, I had to take it in for them.
That's a special thanks to our fans and students this week that they came in and packed the house again, and they were very loud again this week. So it was awesome to have them here.
Yep.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.